Hey friends, welcome to the darn tootin' review of the Mathews Arc 30 in Doo-Doo Brown. I mean Kodiak Brown. Stay tuned. Hey friends, want to take a second of your time to talk about a 501c3 that I work with called Safe Harbor Outdoors. Safe Harbor Outdoors, our focus is on the mental health of the veteran and active duty community through healing through the outdoors. So the way we do this, we get in completely paid for events like fish camps, turkey camps. We sent two women veterans on an all women veterans hunt this year. We do muzzleloader, we do rifle hunts, we do bear hunts, but to do this it takes money and resources. And what I'm asking you for today is if you feel like you would like to support this, follow this QR code, and you can donate directly to us and help us continue on with our mission of promoting mental health in the outdoors for our veteran and active duty community. Anyway, thank you for watching this, and please enjoy the rest of this review. All right, friends, welcome to 6 Saturdays a week, darn tootin' review of the new Mathews Arc. This is the 30-inch bow that Mathews came out with, and they also have a 34-inch axle bow. I'll give you both of the specs in the rundown. But first, we're going to go over the new things about the new bow that they're offering. So, the big thing is the new limb pocket redesign. So they slimmed them down, and you also have a new limb geometry for a new cam on this bow, a new perimeter weight, and the cams. You can tell they changed the riser just a little bit. One of the cool things that I like that they did, and I love it when every manufacturer does this, they integrated their SCS rope pull system into the riser, so you can run it down through the limbs and tighten it there and pull your bow up. You don't have to add something external to it. They also have new Engage arc limbs, and I know you can't really see this on the ground, but these things actually keep the cam up out of the dirt a little bit better than the last ones. They have it up higher. So another thing I noticed is, and I don't remember seeing this from last year, and I don't think you're going to be able to see that, but you have timing holes for both the 30 and 34 on these cams. Integrated breast mount, bridge lock, side adapter. You have your quiver mounts. One of the new things you have, if you get their angled bridge lock stabilizer, you can drop this thing down to like 7 degrees. For those of you that like doing that, you also have your rear hole for the back bar bridge lock adapter, and there's a mount screw for that goes there. So you wouldn't have to use the back bar typical bushing mount. You could use their new version for the bridge lock system. So that's pretty good rundown over what is new on this bow. So let's get into the specs. I'm just going to read this right from their website. The 30-inch is a 6-inch brace height. IBO speed rated up to 348. Axle to axle is 30-inch, and it goes from draw weights from 55 to 80 pounds. Draw lengths from 25 inches to 30.5 inches. Let off 80 or 85%, and a physical weight of 3.99 pounds. And as I said, this is the SWX-2 cam, and it comes with its standard mods. Something else that I like what Mathews did this year is they're offering a Z cam to go with this. So it's the SWX Z cam, and it's supposed to smooth out the draw cycle a little bit for those of us that have complained that we didn't like the aggressive feel of these new switch weight cam mods. So let's look over the 34 real quick. And one of the things you're going to immediately notice about the 34, for you long draw shooters, you get up to 32 inches of draw length adjustment on this. So it goes from 26.5 to 32 inches. The weight for a 34-inch bow comes in at 4.3 pounds. It goes from 55 to 80 pounds of draw weight. It's rated at 343. Axle to axle is 34. Brace height of 6.5. And it has the same cam as SWX-2. And you can get the Z mods for it as well. All right. So that's the bow. Quit yapping. We're going to get to shooting. All right. So Mathews Arc 30. And I set it 70 pounds, 27.5 inches. And this is the standard mod that comes on it. Our exact designation is SWX-2 cam. Let's give her a run. Well, the first thing I notice is it's tight getting it back to the back wall, and it right before it dumps into a really short valley, it is. You can feel a little bit of a hump on the back end, and as you can tell from that, it's if you let pressure off in the least, it's gonna go forward. So, real short valley, and it's real jumpy on the backside. To me, it's pretty jumpy. Draw cycle is not bad. It is not my favorite. The grip, I guess I've just gotten so accustomed to the Dartons that I am not a fan of this Mathews grip, but it's not bad. I shot this thing a little bit earlier as I was setting it up, and I was able to get some pretty consistent groups at about 15 yards with no peep, just shooting off the string in the sight. I think the draw cycle lacks something to be desired. And something I didn't mention is, for those of you that are familiar with some other manufacturers, I know Darton does this, and they call this the Lifeline. Mathews has that, and I like it. I like just that texture there. You know, when I'm setting my fingers and I can just touch it, I know I'm in the same place. I like that. Oh yeah, she's a little bit spicy on that back end. So when you shoot it, I mean, I don't really feel much of anything when it goes off. It's sorry. You're not feeling any jump, and I don't really feel any vibration. I do have a sight on it, do have the rest on it, so I think that's okay. Take another shot, see what we think. You just feel it right at the back end. It's like it just got to get over a little bit of a hump. Yeah, I mean, the balance of the bow is really nice, and it holds really well. It's overall, it's a pretty good shooting experience. I said it's easy to hold on target. I mean, I'm only shooting 12 yards or whatever, but a real easy hold. It shoots really well. The draw cycle to me, I'm not a fan of. It's not bad up front, and it just kind of stays the same draw force level, and then right at the back end, it just comes up a little bit, dumps into a short valley into the back wall, and can't say that I'm 100% a fan of that. So we're going to change the mods and see what these new SWX-Z mods are all about. So we got the new Z mod on here, and according to the engineer, I think this thing's going to drop it down from 348 to about 335 or so. But what he said is it's supposed to feel more familiar to those of us that were fans of the solo cam bows that Mathews used to put out. So let's give her a whirl. Oh, that is nice. Very nice. I like that a lot better. A lot better. Still a little jumpy on the back end, but then she's got a short valley. But man, it's a lot. Once you get up on the peak end of the draw weight, it's just linear all the way back, and then short valley into the back wall. A lot better. To me, the draw force is a lot better than the other mods. So, if you're interested in that, you're like me, got some sore old shoulders, maybe you consider getting a Z mod. Oh yeah. Got a nice back wall too. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed this darn tootin' doo-doo brown Mathews Arc 30 review. It's actually Kodiak Brown if you're a Mathews fan and you don't want to joke around about the name, but Mr. Hankey would be proud, right? Let's talk about the bow. So the bow, 30 inches axle to axle, 6-inch brace height, rated at 348 feet per second with the standard cam or the standard mod. And I'll tell you, I don't have a chrono here anymore, but man, this thing zips. It's a rocket off string. Once you put the Z mod on it, it calms down that hump on the back end. Both have short valleys into the back wall. Both are pretty jumpy, but the Z mod, it really smoothed it out, and you're going to give up some speed doing that. But I love the way the bow felt on the draw, into the hold, that short valley forces you to keep your back muscles contracted and stay in it. So I think you could get used to shooting this really well. After the draw, it holds really well. Like it's a good solid back wall, and the bow just aims really well. I don't mind the grip. I know most people, if they have a problem with Mathews, it's the grip. I don't mind it. It's pretty narrow. It's got nice texture to it. You can see the stippling that they put in it there. It feels really nice. And it's got a nice rubbery texture, so your hand should stick to it pretty well, even when you're a little bit sweaty. So then the shot experience, you don't feel anything. It doesn't jump. It's not lurching forward. It's not a ton of vibration. It feels great. So it's a home run for Mathews. I'm pretty sure. I think they're probably going to sell a ton of them. If you get down to Eastern Outfitters, they have the Kuyu color on the 34. Man, that thing looks fantastic. And the 34 may actually be a little bit easier to draw, but the 6.5-inch brace height and the 34-inch axle to axle may be a little bit easier to get back into the back wall than the 30. Man, go see Ryan down at Eastern Outfitters. He's got both, and they are fantastic bows. He's a fantastic ambassador to our sport. He's one of those guys, he's going to sit down and he's going to take the time to set up a bow so you can shoot it at your draw length and you can get a good feel and form your own opinion of what you want to invest your money in. So go see Ryan down at Eastern Outfitters. And as always, God bless, happy hunting, stay safe, and shoot straight.